All right. Appears that I am now live, and I'm going to just share some things that I've been writing about because I want to make a contribution that feels it's like the most important thing to me. So, without any further ado, there's something called okay, the most important thing that I think it, people need to know is that life is a school. And I'm going to you know support any claims that I make with a little bit of evidence. Have you noticed that life is providing us with lessons that they repeat if we don't get them, and and that there's a dog lapping water in the corner. Um, yeah, haven't done this a lot. So anyhow, if we don't understand that life is a school, then we end up feeling like the things that are happening are random, and they are absolutely not random. Life is very definitely a school. How we can see that is that it is providing us with lessons. They repeat if we don't get them, and the consequence increases. It gets louder until we get the lesson. It's doing that for 8.3 billion people. To me, that's phenomenal, mind blowing, and screams of the fact that we can say whatever we want about life, but the truth of of the matter is that underlying everything, it is a school. That like whatever else we say about it, we must say, observing this piece, that it is a school. So, if this life is a school, then I need to adopt a learning orientation to my experiences. I need to be asking, how is this possibly for me? Especially when it feels like it isn't, especially when it feels like it's against me. I think I'm motivated a little bit to do this video because someone I know I had met took their own life. And I feel like if they knew what I know and what I'm telling you right now, there's no fucking way that they would have taken their lives because of the context, the way that we're understanding our experience of life. Um, so if this entire thing is a school, and that when I get the lesson, my quality of life actually improves, my experience of life becomes more enjoyable, then wouldn't I want to use absolutely everything for my growth and upliftment? Yes. So we see that where we get triggered, where our blind spots get pointed out, is when we're in relationship. So relationship, rather than pointing the finger at my partner for triggering me, relationship is the crucible for evolution as a soul. That's the part that's here learning. The non-physical part is the part that's learning. Yeah, your body has memory, but you, the non-physical part that's hearing this right now, that's the part that's here learning. That's the part that's evolving, and that's actually our yeah, I'm not going to go that far. I want to talk about projection because that's what happens in relationship. When I point the finger at my partner, I'm like, "You're not listening." Or you're not this or that, whatever I'm pointing the finger at them and saying I'm upset because it's actually more about me. Life is actually supporting my own awareness. Okay. It's all for me. When it pisses us off, that is especially for us because it's a blind spot. It's something we're not seeing is in here. That's why it's upsetting to us because I've disowned it. I've resisted it in myself. And this is from Carl Jung, who gave us the idea of the collective conscious, that there's one consciousness here. I mean, that is what quantum physics is now telling us. But I think what I want to point out here is that projection is an amazing tool for helping us see that what do I want to, how do I want to say that? It's so deep, it's so profound. Like I'm having a diff time actually bringing it down. Um, okay, let me try it from this. Instead of bringing it down, let me start at the top. Unity, meaning one thing, appears to be the truth. It appears to be, that's what science is telling us. That's what psychedelics is telling us. That's what the mystics have been telling us. And that's what I would guess I was going to say religions, but that is really the mystics, because all the religions came out of one person, you know, having a mystical experience. They made contact with divinity and they came back and they said, it's all one. I and the Father are one. Uh, you know, just that's the easiest way that we say it. But our science is actually proving that reality. I mean, it's E equals MC squared, but we are so far beyond that now in quantum physics and theoretical physics. Non-locality would be the phrase. If you want to look up non-locality, that will kind of give you an entree into how science is perceiving unity. Um, the subatomic field is unity. Relationship. Oh, this is fascinating. So this is good. This is good for me to try and collect these thoughts and put them in some kind of order. Thanks for hanging in with me. Um, yeah, relationship is the classroom. If life is the school, relationship is the classroom. it's where it's where the we get the opportunity to learn, we get the opportunity to practice, we get the opportunity for application, and we get the final exam. Um, Something that I think is fascinating is that our immune system, the thymus gland actually determines self and not self. And what can be seen is that if I open my heart to another person and see them as myself, there's just like I'm not doing a good job. I apologize. I am not doing a good job of expressing what I'm seeing. Um, oh, okay. So here it is. So we've got this thing in our body, gland, which runs our immune system, and our immune system is constantly determining this is not me. What we have been able to study and what we've seen is that when we stand in front of someone and we say, I love you, the thymus gland is saying, this person is the same as me. So we've got this part. I can't get it. I can't. I'm having a difficult time. I apologize. I'm having a difficult time really putting this into words. Um, if I want to walk through life with my heart open, experiencing love, the majority of the time, then our own thymus gland is telling us how to do that. See the other person as yourself. Jesus said it. Love thy neighbor as thyself. If we, not if, when we are able to do that, our entire lives shift. Like if you've ever been in love, that first part of the relationship where super fantastic, you know, everything is aglow, that's possible at all times. What's required is that the heart must be open. How do I keep my heart open? Well, look at every person as yourself. There, I fucking got it out. I said it. That was fucking worth it. Oh shit, man. Okay, so what are we doing here? What is life trying to teach us? Okay? It appears fucking life is trying to teach us unity consciousness. God is omnipresent. That's like the story that we have heard, okay? Well, what would that experience be like if I was God? If I was also God? Well, then that would mean every other person that I see is the same as me, God. That's what all the mystics are saying. And it appears that our reality is designed to instruct this non-physical part on how to be divinity in a physical world. I know it's far out, and yet it's what is. It can be seen to be what's true. Thanks for listening to my ramble. I just want to restate what I got to so I can hear myself say it and so it can be stated clearly. And that is that within our own body, we have this immune system that is run by the thymus gland. The thymus gland, when we are experiencing love, the thymus gland has accepted the other person as my own very self. That's oneness. That's the experience of love. That's what we feel when we want to merge with the other person. There's no difference. You are not different than me. When we can see that reality is true for every other human upright being walking around on the planet. I mean, even if they're laying down in a bed, but I mean, if they're conscious, when I say upright, they're cognizant. It's true about everyone, everyone is the same consciousness that you are. You are not an individual. Brian is a story. Brian is the name that they said when they walked into the room and they looked at me. So I assumed that that was me, but it's not. What are you when you know nothing? If you knew absolutely nothing, what would you be? Awareness. That's it. Just awareness. And if you can rest there for a few moments, what you might feel is unity, because there's no conversation creating separation. That's my wish for you and everyone on the planet, because then we might free ourselves from mental slavery and collaborate. Blessings.